Hello to one and all. This is just a video to explain a teaching methodology, a formula that I've been following for several years now. Now, it's no scientific or very academically tested theory. It's just a practice that I've used to help foreigners and non-native speakers of English get a better understanding not only of the language, but also the culture and the many other aspects that go into communication. Now, I think if we use this to help migrants integrate into life in Australia, they're going to have a much better opportunity to understand, to connect, and to thrive and to succeed, rather than just a process of education that focuses solely on the language in itself. So the first part to this three-pillared tripod, I don't know what you'd call it, a pyramid of language techniques, of communication learning techniques. So the first one is cultural understanding. So that's understanding the culture that you are trying to integrate into. Now, that can be things like history, values plays a massive role in that as well. It can be things like daily tasks, beliefs, understanding of the rest of the world and the future. Everything is culture. The way we do business, the way we cure ourselves if we get sick. Culture encompasses everything, but it's really important to understand, because if you just know language, if you only focus on the language and try to communicate just through that medium, you're going to miss out on a lot of other context. That's really important to understand what you're saying and how it's being received, and vice versa, how that other person is talking to you. A cultural understanding really encompasses all that context that's involved in communication. Now, secondly, migrants, particularly migrants coming into Australia, need to have conversational practice. Now, that's conversational practice on a regular basis. It's with real people. It can't be mirroring with themselves or practicing even with an AI bot, because we all know that it's not the same. Conversational practice with native speakers, ideally. A lot of the times, a lot of classes are set up where migrants will be having conversational practice with other migrants. Now, there is a lot of value in that, yes, but it doesn't really add any more strength to when they go out into the real world and have to face it with, say, at the shops, or whether they go to meet their new colleagues at a workplace. So, and that goes on to the last point. So the conversational practice is important, because the last point is confidence. So confidence is the third pillar, and it's probably one of the most important aspects to almost everything we learn, everything we do, particularly when it's something like communication. Now, there's a few different types of confidence. There's a confidence in what we already know, so the skills that we already have. There's a confidence in knowing what we know and being able to use that. There is a confidence in knowing what we want to learn. So the skills and the talents that we don't have, but we have a confidence that they are the right thing, they are what we want to learn about. A confidence in not knowing something, but knowing it's what you want to know, it's what you need. And the last one is very important when you're trying to communicate in a new culture and learn a new language, and that is the confidence to be wrong, the confidence to fail, to sound like a fool, potentially look like an idiot. There's a certain confidence in that, and very few people have it. You live in a foreign country and you speak a foreign language. Eventually, you have to get used to that. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to overcome your struggles. Now, those who do survive and thrive in Australia are able to get past that confidence issue. And they grasp those three key factors to communication above and beyond language. So that's culture, cultural understanding. That is conversation, conversational practice, and confidence. Confidence in their ability to communicate.